A new era of warfare has dawned in Afghanistan's rugged terrain, a battleground shaped by centuries of conflict. But as modern warfare evolves, so do the tools and tactics used on the battlefield. From ancient combat traditions to cutting-edge technology, Afghanistan has seen it all. Amidst this dynamic landscape, the question arises: what are the most advanced weapons shaping the modern battlefield? Peer into the heart of this crucible as we embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries behind the 5 most advanced instruments of war that define the contemporary conflict in this region. Well, join us as we uncover the cutting-edge technologies and the secrets behind the firepower that have come to define modern combat in this region. But before that, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. Number 1. AK-47. The first weapon on our list is the iconic AK-47. Developed by Mikhail Kalashnikov in the late 1940s, this rifle swiftly earned its reputation as the most recognizable assault rifle worldwide. What sets the AK-47 apart is its incredible reliability, simplicity in use, and cost-effectiveness. In Afghanistan, where harsh desert and mountainous conditions prevail, these qualities made it the weapon of choice for Mujahideen fighters. The AK-47's 7.62 by 39mm caliber strikes a balance between range and stopping power, making it formidable in combat situations. With a rate of fire reaching approximately 600 rounds per minute, it offers both semi-automatic and automatic firing capabilities. Its effective range extends up to 350 meters, though it's typically most effective at around 300 meters. However, the AK-47's significance in Afghanistan transcends its technical specifications. During the country's tumultuous history, it became a potent symbol of resistance against Soviet forces. Later, it found its way into the arsenals of various factions within Afghanistan, symbolizing power and defiance. Moreover, the AK-47 is particularly suited for Afghanistan's conditions because of its ability to withstand the rugged terrain and harsh climates with minimal maintenance. In a land where mountains and deserts pose constant challenges, having a weapon that endures without fuss is invaluable. In many ways, it's not just a tool of war, but a cultural icon deeply ingrained in the fabric of Afghan society. It's seen as a defender, a provider, and a mark of resilience. From the Mujahideen to everyday folks, its presence signifies strength, survival, and the struggle for freedom. Next up, at number 2, we have the RPG-7, a fearsome weapon that has been a mainstay of conflicts since its introduction by the Soviet Union in 1961. This grenade launcher rocket, often seen in the hands of infantrymen, packs a punch like no other, offering the ability to take on heavily armored vehicles and fortified positions with ease. In the rugged terrain of Afghanistan, where warfare is often asymmetric and unpredictable, the RPG-7 has proven its worth time and time again. Its effectiveness against both Soviet and NATO forces highlights its versatility and adaptability on the battlefield. One of its key strengths lies in its compatibility with a variety of warheads, allowing fighters to tailor their firepower to suit the target at hand, whether it be armored vehicles or personnel. What makes the RPG-7 truly remarkable is its simplicity and deadly effectiveness. With a caliber of 40mm, it's easy to handle and doesn't require extensive training to use effectively. This accessibility has made it a favorite among Afghan fighters, who rely on its devastating firepower to level the playing field against better-equipped adversaries. Then, when it comes to range, the RPG-7 doesn't disappoint. With an effective range of up to 200 meters in direct fire mode and a maximum range of around 920 meters, for targets in open areas, it's capable of reaching out and touching enemies from a distance. This lethal combination of power and reach has made it a formidable weapon in the hands of those fighting against overwhelming odds. But perhaps what truly sets the RPG-7 apart is its symbolic significance. In a conflict where small insurgent forces face off against much larger, better-equipped opponents, the RPG-7 embodies the spirit of David facing Goliath. Its low cost, ease of use, and deadly effectiveness make it a potent symbol of resistance and defiance in the face of overwhelming odds. Number 3. DShK 1938. Moving on, let's delve into the iconic DShK 1938, affectionately known as the DShK, meaning sweet in Russian. This heavy machine gun has left its mark in numerous conflicts worldwide, including the rugged battlegrounds of Afghanistan. Originally introduced by Soviet forces, its subsequent adoption by Afghan fighters underscores its adaptability and lethal effectiveness. The DShK 1938 is a formidable weapon, renowned for its ability to provide suppressive fire and engage low-flying aircraft. Firing the potent 12.7 108mm rounds, it packs a punch capable of penetrating light armor and delivering effective anti-aircraft fire. With a rapid rate of fire of approximately 600 rounds per minute, it's a force to be reckoned with. Its effective range of up to 2,000 meters against aerial targets makes it a formidable adversary in the skies. In Afghanistan, the DShK played a pivotal role, showcasing how conventional military hardware could be repurposed for guerrilla warfare tactics. Its deployment provided Afghan fighters with a powerful means of defense and harassment against technologically superior adversaries. Its distinctive sound reverberates across the valleys, signaling defiance against overwhelming odds. With each round fired, it asserts the determination of those who wield it to defend their homeland against all odds. But beyond its firepower, the DShK embodies the ingenuity of warfare, a fusion of metal and strategy forged in the crucible of conflict. It transcends its mere mechanical components to embody the resilience and adaptability inherent in those who wield it. In the hands of Afghan fighters, the DShK assumes a significance far beyond its mechanical function. It's not just a machine gun, it's a testament to the resourcefulness of those who utilize it. In the hands of Afghan fighters, it becomes more than a weapon. It becomes a symbol of resistance and a tool for survival. Then, at number 4, we have the Stinger missile, a true game-changer in the American arsenal. The FIM-92 Stinger Man-Portable Air Defense System, MANPADS, completely shifted the dynamics of the Soviet-Afghan War. By providing the Mujahideen with the ability to shoot down Soviet helicopters and aircraft, it challenged Soviet air superiority for the first time. Introduced in the 1980s, the Stinger missile is often credited with hastening the Soviet withdrawal from Afghanistan. This missile is a type of infrared surface-to-air missile designed to lock onto an aircraft's heat signature. Its effective operating range spans up to 4,800 meters, and it boasts a flight speed of Mach 2.2. The impact of the Stinger missile in Afghanistan is immense. It underscores how introducing advanced military technology into guerrilla warfare can change the course of a conflict and shape the future of a region. Number 5. Improvised Explosive Device, IED. Last but not least, let's talk about improvised explosive devices, or IEDs. In the tumultuous landscape of Afghanistan, these makeshift bombs have become a signature move of insurgents, especially since the conflict escalated post-2001. These deadly devices have haunted the paths of both US and NATO forces, proving to be a constant threat in the post-war landscape. They also come in all shapes and sizes, from sneaky roadside bombs to chilling suicide vests. Unlike regular bombs, IEDs aren't your run-of-the-mill explosives. They can be made from military-grade stuff or even stuff scrounged up from the local hardware store. And the ways they can be triggered? Well, anything from a sneaky remote control to a simple pressure plate can set them off. The rise of IEDs hasn't just led to a spike in casualties, it's also thrown a curveball at those trying to keep the peace. Dealing with these sneaky bombs requires more than just muscle. It's a battle of wits and technology. And the psychological toll? It's huge. Imagine not knowing if the next step you take might be your last. The psychological impact of IED attacks reverberates throughout the conflict-torn landscape, instilling fear and uncertainty among both military personnel and civilian populations. Each detonation of an IED represents another grim chapter in Afghanistan's long history of conflict, a testament to the convergence of technological innovation, strategic agility, and the unwavering resilience of its fighters. But amidst all the chaos, there's a lesson to be learned. Behind every weapon lies a tale of struggle and survival, of cunning and courage. And in the end, it's not just about the bombs and bullets, it's about the people who wield them and the choices they make in the heat of battle. These ancient weapons, once instruments of war, now symbolize more than mere military might. They embody the resilience of a people determined to preserve their identity and independence amidst shifting tides of power. With the resurgence of the Taliban, these field cannons have once again taken center stage, emerging from forgotten warehouses to become potent symbols of authority and strength. The Taliban's campaign to reclaim and refurbish these relics of past conflicts marks a pivotal chapter in Afghanistan's saga, where the echoes of ancient battles reverberate alongside contemporary struggles for control. The Taliban's efforts to collect and restore these military cannons serve a dual purpose. On one hand, it represents a pragmatic approach to resource management as they repurpose equipment left dormant in the wake of previous conflicts. Yet, more significantly, it underscores the Taliban's bid to consolidate their authority and assert their dominance over a fractured landscape. By showcasing these refurbished cannons, the Taliban not only signal their military prowess, but also seek to sway public opinion and intimidate potential adversaries. In a nation where power dynamics are fluid and allegiances are often transient, the sight of these imposing weapons serves as a stark reminder of the Taliban's ascendancy and their determination to maintain control. However, beneath the veneer of strength lies a deeper narrative of conflict and division. While the Taliban may wield these cannons as symbols of unity and power, they also serve as potent reminders of Afghanistan's fractured past and uncertain future. As the nation grapples with renewed instability and political uncertainty, the fate of these ancient weapons remains intertwined with the fate of a nation striving to forge its path forward amidst the echoes of its turbulent history. Throughout the annals of warfare, military cannons have stood as formidable assets on battlefields, shaping the outcomes of conflicts and leaving indelible marks on history. In the rugged terrain of Afghanistan, where warfare has been both frequent and fierce, these cannons have played a pivotal role in shaping the course of wars past. Despite the advent of more sophisticated weaponry, field cannons retain their relevance, offering a potent blend of firepower and versatility in certain combat scenarios. The process of rebuilding these cannons is a testament to both the technical prowess and engineering acumen of those tasked with their restoration. It requires a deep understanding of mechanics, metallurgy, and ballistics, as well as access to the necessary resources and materials. For the Taliban, undertaking such a complex endeavor underscores not only their commitment to bolstering their military capabilities, but also their willingness to invest in preserving symbols of power and heritage. Beyond their utility on the battlefield, these refurbished cannons serve as potent symbols of military might and national identity. Displayed in parades and ceremonial events, they evoke a sense of pride and solidarity among the populace, reinforcing notions of military power and independence. However, the perception of these cannons within Afghan society is multifaceted and nuanced. While some may view the Taliban's efforts to rebuild and deploy military cannons as a means of consolidating domestic power and asserting control, others may interpret it as a harbinger of instability and conflict. The presence of these cannons can evoke fear and apprehension among segments of the population, who may see them as a symbol of oppression and authoritarianism. Ultimately, the Taliban's strategy of rebuilding and deploying military cannons is a calculated blend of military pragmatism and political symbolism. By wielding these ancient weapons, they seek to consolidate their position of authority, project strength both domestically and internationally, and cultivate a sense of symbolic power and legitimacy. In a land scarred by centuries of conflict, the echoes of these cannons serve as a stark reminder of Afghanistan's turbulent past and uncertain future. Nestled within its towering mountains and deep valleys, Afghanistan's geography has long dictated the contours of warfare, shaping military strategies and determining the fate of battles throughout history. From the medieval Mongol invasions to recent conflicts with foreign forces and internal strife, field cannons have stood as silent sentinels, wielding immense power on the battlefield. In the early 20th century, as colonial powers vied for influence in Afghanistan, field cannons emerged as strategic assets capable of altering military equations. Under the reign of Emir Abdul Rahman Khan, the Afghan army deployed newer and more advanced cannons capable of striking targets at long distances. This technological advantage proved crucial in the rugged terrain of Afghanistan, where mountain warfare often dictated the course of battles. Throughout successive conflicts, from the Soviet invasion to the rise of the Taliban, field cannons remained a constant presence in military formations. These formidable weapons were deployed along supply routes, in sieges of cities, and as defensive measures against invading forces. Their ability to instill fear and wreak havoc on enemy positions often proved decisive in shaping the outcome of engagements, as seen in the battle for Mazar-e-Sharif and other key cities. However, with the advent of technological advancements such as precision drones and guided missiles, the role of field cannons in modern warfare has gradually diminished. No longer at the forefront of military strategies, they have become more symbolic in nature, serving as displays of military might rather than active participants in combat operations. Yet, their historical significance endures, serving as reminders of Afghanistan's tumultuous past and the enduring legacy of conflict in the region. The role of cannons in Afghanistan's tumultuous history of wars is indeed multifaceted, embodying both power and destruction, resilience and grief. Throughout the ages, these formidable weapons have served as instruments of governance and domination, wielded by rulers to consolidate their power and assert authority over vast and diverse territories. Yet they are also symbols of devastation and death, leaving behind a trail of destruction and sorrow in their wake. In Afghan literature, art, and culture, the presence of cannons is deeply ingrained, reflecting the duality of their impact on society. It requires delving into the intricate web of human, cultural, and social dynamics that shape the country's history and collective memory. The influence of cannons extends beyond the battlefield, permeating the daily lives of the Afghan people and leaving an indelible mark on the political and social landscape of the nation. Indeed, the study of cannons in Afghanistan's wars is not merely a study of military tactics and weaponry, but an exploration of the broader complexities of Afghan society and its enduring struggle for autonomy and self-determination. It is a vital component of the contemporary history of Afghanistan, shedding light on the enduring legacy of conflict and the resilience of a people who have persevered through centuries of turmoil and upheaval. As pieces of a complex puzzle, cannons offer insights into the shifting dynamics of power and authority in Afghanistan. They stand as tangible reminders of the nation's turbulent history, bearing witness to centuries of conflict and conquest. Yet, they also represent resilience and fortitude, embodying the spirit of a people who have persevered through adversity. In the hands of the Taliban, cannons serve as more than mere instruments of war. They are symbols of authority and control, wielded to assert dominance and project strength. Their strategic deployment reflects not only the Taliban's military prowess, but also their understanding of the cultural and social significance of these ancient weapons in Afghan society. Ultimately, the history and use of cannons in Afghanistan offer a window into the complexities of a nation grappling with its past while navigating an uncertain future. As Afghanistan continues to evolve, cannons remain as silent witnesses to the ebb and flow of power, serving as enduring symbols of both conflict and resilience in the Afghan landscape. And that was it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also let us know your insights on Taliban's cannons.